everyone, welcome back to the channel, and a big thank you as always for tuning in to today's video. So today I'm going to be redoing my class 2 wages video. Now for those of you who are regular subscribers and you've seen the previous video, or you might have even seen the previous video and you've come across this one, you might be wondering why, because that video is doing quite well at the moment. Why are you doing another one? So the information that I gave you guys on that was relevant to 5 months ago, whereas if you guys have been paying attention to the media at the moment, social media especially, you'll see that there's a lot of different stories going on around the HGV industry, such as the army coming in to help with the shortage, you know, them asking the EU drivers to come back and help, and the wages are going through the roof. So quite naturally a lot of people want to know what's going on, and what better place to look than at YouTube and people who already do it. So that's why the video's doing well. But as I say, that information isn't really relevant, but it is in its own way, and I'll explain why just now. So I was talking about the average wage in the area being about 10-11 quid, which is pretty much what it still is in certain HGV jobs. For example, you won't find many skip truck drivers or rolling off drivers like myself earning more than £12-13 an hour at the moment. There may be the odd company, you know, if you are earning a little bit more than that and you are a rolling off driver, or you work in the waste or scrap industry, drop us all a comment and let us know what you're doing and how you've managed to land that job. A lot of people are trying to come into this industry at the moment because they're hearing that the wages are good, but I also want to pre-warn you guys that the jobs that are being offered with the substantially higher wage packet are the jobs that they're short for, because nobody wants to do them. Nobody wants to do them for a lot of different reasons. I will go through a couple of them towards the end of the video. But it's becoming sort of a problem when people are commenting saying, you know, your wages are, and yeah, I just use a fart to emphasise what people think of my wages. It becomes a problem to me because a lot of people are only thinking about that. Whereas if I explain to you very quickly why I am staying here, you know, and why I am happy in my job and with the wages that I'm on, be it £12 an hour, £18 an hour on a Saturday or not, I am happy with those wages. And the reason is, when I got called up the past few weeks, quite a number of times from different companies that I've applied for previously, they're asking me how much I get paid. And then they're obviously beating it straight away. Well, we'll give you this much a week. But then when you look at how far their company is away from my home and then commuting there, I would literally be spending that extra money I'm earning on fuel, which is something that I don't really like spending money on. You know, nobody likes having to put loads of fuel in the car, especially if it's predominantly to get you to work, you know, because you don't get reimbursed for that. So people want nice, you know, economical cars to get to work in, which I do not have. I have a 3 litre straight 6 bloody Lexus, and it is thirsty, very thirsty, especially on little trips. Now that's one reason I do not want to go and get a job that's £15-20 an hour, because it's not going to benefit me as much as people think. Another reason is, doing those jobs you're getting mithered all day, because they want 20 quid an hour's worth of work out of you. You're going to be having to do a lot of handballing. There's going to be a lot of extra requirements from yourself. At the job I'm working at the moment, I have a set amount of jobs pretty much that I do every day. I have regular customers. I know literally every customer off the back of my hand. I've only been here for a year, so that should show you that we don't do stupid amounts of work. Because at the end of the day, we are only a small family-run company where I work. So we don't have a massive workload every day. We have enough for the 3 drivers that we have to quite comfortably get along with, and we all go home at 5 o'clock and we're all happy, you know. And that's really what's most important to me, is being happy at work and not really feeling that I'm at work. I enjoy coming to work and earning money. I enjoy providing for my family. I enjoy driving a truck. I enjoy this truck. It looks awesome. It's got everything on it, the Kelsa bars, things like that. And I know a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't be paid any less because you get to drive a nice truck. Well, that's not the case, because as I said in the previous video, I'm actually on quite a decent wage for the job that I'm doing. And I know that still sounds terrible, but You can always go and ask for a pay rise, which I haven't done at the moment, but because I've been here for a year now, probably near Christmas, I may have that discussion and ask, you know. But I'm not just going to say I want a pay rise. I'm also going to make it so it's fair on them as well. I do a good job. I feel I do a good job. But I will be saying, is there anything else that you'd like me to do? You know, to make them feel like, well, he's willing to give a little bit more back for us to give him some more money. You know, that's the polite way to do it. You know, I'm not a soft ass, but at the same time, I'm not cheeky. So I would like to earn a little bit more money. But at the end of the day, the job that I do is not strenuous. It's right across the road from where I live. And I'm happy there, you know, and I live quite comfortably. I have things that I do outside of work, musical instruments, car parts, and, you know, stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I'm quite happy. But if you guys want to come along and start earning this big daft money, 15, 20, 25 pound an hour, and you want to sleep in a truck, you know, and you want to basically be on the road all week, then be my guest, you know. I'm sure if you've got the right mindset, you will enjoy it. But if you're just coming into the job expecting to get £20 an hour to sit on your bottom all day and not do anything, then you're going to have a nasty shock. You know, and you'll get humbled very quickly, because these companies that are crying out for drivers that are having to pay these, you know, really, well, they're substantially higher than any other wage I've seen. They're having to pay that because nobody wants to do the job. And these are the jobs that people are now taking to Facebook and to Instagram and to Twitter, and they're discussing, drivers are discussing what they're going through, you know, on a daily basis, and the stresses of the job. There is hundreds of videos on YouTube, you know, of drivers saying, I don't like this and I don't like that. But very quickly, what I would like to say is a lot of people who are coming into the job and slandering the job, yeah, it's not a perfect job. You don't earn millions of pounds doing it. You never will earn millions of pounds doing it unless you own your own company. And if you're okay with that, then you're going to have a lot more chance of getting along with this job than if you think you're going to come into the job and overnight become a really successful, high paid, no stress, chilling out driving sort of person. It doesn't work like that, you know, and I wish it did. I wish we could come to work and earn silly money and just do what I'm doing now. But at the end of the day, these companies have got to make money. They've got trucks to run, they've got overheads, but they've also got staff to pay, and more importantly, look after. If you're not looking after your staff, they're not going to look after you. They're not going to look after your tackle. They're not going to look after anything. And they're probably going to walk after a while. As soon as they get a better offer, they'll be out the door. So, yeah, people do need to start putting the wages up. But as I say, I am not that fussed about the wages at the moment, because it works out all right for me. You know, and I'm not a highly money motivated person. You know, I'm quite a simple, pretty old school person, to be honest. You know, I said when I was a kid, when I'm older I want a house, my partner, some kids, maybe two, a boy and a girl, and I want a motorbike and I want a nice car, and then I'll be happy. Now I am at that milestone now at the age of 29, and I've been at this milestone pretty much since I started driving lorries, and that's why I've got such good things to say about it. And that's why sometimes I do get why people comment on my videos and say, oh, this guy's glamorizing it and this, that and the other. But to be honest with you, the amount of positive comments that I get and the amount of love I get off you guys is overwhelming, and it absolutely blows the negative stuff out the water. Because like my dad said to me, when I said, Dad, I want to do my wagon test like you, my dad said to me, just make sure it is what you want to do. You know, look at me, I come home dirty, I come home stinking sometimes. If it's definitely what you want to do, you know, come with me. And I've been going with my dad for years and learning about the job. That's why I'm quite knowledgeable with what I'm doing, because I've had somebody there sort of giving me a head start all the way through my life without me even realising it. Yet now I'm at the age I'm at now, I know a lot more than a lot of drivers. It was nice to have a comment yesterday of somebody who said, you know, I've been driving class 1s for 15 years and no one's ever told me what you said about putting the strap on the near side so that you don't have to be stood in between traffic and other trucks. So that's really nice to hear, you know, and I'm glad that I helped you, you know. I'm glad that now you can be a bit safer on your job, and that's what I wanted to start this channel for. So to a conclusion, guys, I'm still on the same money. I'm happy with that. And I understand what you guys are saying, oh, you know, you're underselling yourself and things like that. But to be honest, I'm sure if I go back and say, can we have a look at my money in maybe give me a bit more responsibility at work or whatever it needs to satisfy you giving me a pay rise, then, you know, so be it. But like I say, if you want a good paid job in this industry, you're going to have to put the work in. You're going to have to be dragging trolleys about. You're going to have to be sleeping in services and getting your curtains slashed here and there and diesel nicked out your tank. There is a lot of stuff that goes wrong with this job, but there's also a lot of stuff that goes right with it if you've got the right mindset. So, like I say, to that conclusion, the good money is where the hard work is. The reasonable money is where the reasonable work is. I don't get mithered. I'm on a decent wage, what I'm happy with. So therefore, thumbs up from me for this company and for my career as it is at the moment. Am I going to do my class 1? Quite possibly. Do I need my class 1 working here? Not at all. That's why I'm not really thinking about it at the moment, because I have no plans of leaving. Oh, never mind, it's coming the other way. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. So I hope you've got a little bit of a better understanding about my mindset on the whole wages thing now. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, where I will be probably doing the thank you for 1,000 subscribers video, which I don't know, I've held my excitement over that. But thank you for watching. If you've not already subscribed, please subscribe. It does mean a lot. Leave me a comment and drop a like or a dislike if you didn't like the video. Either way, it helps with the algorithms, whatever they are. I'm new to this, as you can tell. But have a cracking day, and I'll see you all again.